Welcome to the Loss Prevention News Network. I'm Amber Bradley here with special guests and sponsors of the D&D Daily, the only digital fast break conference. That's what we're saying, guys. It's very important, right? And we appreciate your sponsorship. So we have Alan Rabinowitz, Executive Vice President, and we have Bob Bonstrom, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Delta Lock. So now I am unfamiliar, probably much like some of our audience, about what you guys actually do and some of your technology. So first we're going to start out basic, right? And let me know, what do you guys do and how is it important to the loss prevention practitioner?
Well, what we do is we do more than locks. We're actually what we call the Delta Difference. We're made up of engineers, people that have been about 150 years of people that have done fixture building, loss prevention, retail, besides locksmiths. So we're not just a lock group. And lately we've been coming up with a lot of incredible innovation items.
So tell us a little bit about that, Alan. So what are you showcasing here at NRF Protect?
Well, what we're showcasing are premier products from the technology division of Delta Lock, Innovation Lock. And our company was formed basically because we felt that there's a lot of complacency with manufacturers of locks, per se. They develop what they believe will satisfy the market, and they just don't go any further. But we don't think that way. We're innovating every day to create new products, and what we showcased at NRF were two new products. One is called a retrofit key called Moby, and the other is an invisible lock that triggers internet cameras, and that's called SAL.
Invisible lock. That's pretty cool.
Well,
so
it's hidden within the case. It's
Right.
there, but it's hidden within the case. So if you looked at a case, you would say, well, that has absolutely no locks. And it does. What the neat part about a lot of these are, between the two products that we're showing, is that they both talk to camera systems, existing camera systems. This is what it looks like. This is called Moby. Uses existing keys and cores. When it's used in a case, it'll talk to the camera and identify where it's being used.
So meaning, and you know, I'm a total wannabe practitioner, right? So, and I know you go way back in the loss prevention industry. So give me an example, right? So you have an expensive case of watches, let's just say, right? And go with that. And the key goes in the case, it's going to trigger a camera to where it's going to clip the video of that instance, or how does it work?
Okay, so basically with Moby, it's powered by artificial intelligence, which means that you not only know who opened the lock, but which lock was opened and the time and the date it was opened, and you trigger a camera to record the event of the opening. So the advantage of Moby over any smart lock or smart key that is currently available on the market is the fact that because it's retrofit, you keep your lock and your existing key. So there's no labor involved in changing or replacing your lock with Moby.
Because retailers probably don't want to rip out all the keys and the locks that they currently have. They won't do it, will they?
No, and right now there is a lot of electronic locks that are on there, but to do that exactly, it's really cost prohibitive.
Right.
And that's the difference with something like this. It's that simple to just, get the case, work through your camera systems. And we're amazed on what we're hearing from the retailers that, oh, I've got a case, I'd love to have this on. We lose stuff in there. We don't think we're losing it externally. We think we're losing it internally. Boy, would I love to be able to have something that's going to tell me, yeah, that was open Thursday, that was open Friday, and now I can solve my problem.
Well, the analytics that Moby provides are also very valuable for marketing. For example, if you had a case with multiple drawers, let's say 3, for example, and the middle drawer was opened 80 times a day and the top and the bottom drawer 15 times a day. Obviously, something in the middle drawer is more interesting to a consumer than what's in the top or bottom drawer.
Yeah.
So because you get a positive lock ID every time the middle drawer is opened with Moby, marketing may say, we should take this item and move it to the top drawer, or maybe relocate it in a different area because it's so popular.
Yeah. So what are your main customer base? Like what is a footprint that uses you guys the most, or is it just applicable to as many different things as you could lock up?
Actually, our customer base is retail. It's made up of retail. It's made up of OEM. It's made up of medical cart builders, which says a lot because that has to be very efficient. We do a lot of fixture builders. We do the pretty much turnkey, working with a retailer with their fixture builder. We talk to them, we talk to the retailer. One of our key things that we do is listening to our customer. So they bring us projects, they bring us custom things they're looking for. Some of the major retailers have actually brought us ideas which we've actually turned, and we're talking mechanical locks, to fit their needs. So it isn't just a lock is a lock is a lock. We've made it where it's if you want to say, it made the lock look better and more efficient.
Well, I'm sure your decades of loss prevention experience helps speak the same language of your customers, right? So when you're in that interaction and they're, you know exactly what they're saying because you have loss prevention background.
Mm-hmm. And what I run into a lot is that not all LP knows that much about locks. So one of the things, Alan's done a great job with us. He's done a lot of pieces to educate the customer on what locks do. He actually made a lock for dummies.
That's like one of those yellow books, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, because not coming from the lock industry, I had a lot to learn when I joined the company, and I never realized the complexity of locks. So asking someone, how long should a lock last,
Yeah.
you usually get a blank look. How do you tell which lock is stronger from another lock? And again, a blank look. So to educate people to pick the correct lock for the correct application is critically important. You wouldn't put a $2.50 cam lock on your front door. You're too valuable an asset, as is your family,
Yeah.
to protect them with a cheap lock. On the other hand, how do you tell what's good, what's better, what's best?
Yeah.
And so this whole educational process to us is critical, not only for our company, but for the benefit of our customers.
So would you guys say that a lock typically is a pretty dumb device, right? But you guys are making it intelligent.
Correct.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you hit it right. It's a dumb device. We're making it smarter. We're making it more convenient. We had one retailer say, hey, this is the kind of lock we want, but bring it down because our associates are running their legs into it. And this is exactly what we want, but not this big. And we went back to the drawing board. We came up with a piece on that, to make it very visual appearing.
But I think the other thing that's critically important that separates us from our competition is the fact that we have global partnerships where our partners supplement and complement our expertise. So we can offer a total turnkey solution from design and engineering to fabrication to installation to global distribution. I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
And that is a significant difference that separates us.
And we're real quick. This is a patented item. Our new locks are all patented. Everything else that are really unique, very unique to the industry.
So I have the perfect movie quote for you guys because we like to mix it up a little bit here at the D&D. So I was just thinking of this. We were talking movie quotes all day.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies, Wedding Crashers. Have you seen Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the quote that you guys it's just spot on for you? You better lock it up. You better lock it up. That's it, right? So with that, I know that was gold, wasn't it? It was gold. With that, we're going to go right back to Editor-in-Chief Gus Downing. Thanks so much for watching LPNN.